Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're back again in Korea. It's been several months since we did a Korea video. Last time we were in the F-86. Today we are in the Mig-15. We are fighting Shotgun again, who is very good in the F-86 and the Mig-15. A very slippery opponent in both, and he often gives me a good run for my money, so I'm hoping that we're going to get a good fight here today. The Mig-15 will once again favor the two-circle fight. The F-86 will probably want to fight one circle, but we'll see about that. Into the merge, I came in pretty fast, so we're gonna use some of the vertical here and decide what we want to do. These aircraft, in terms of performance, extremely similar. If one performs better than the other, it's often due to altitude. You know, like, oh, above 15,000 feet, he can fight in a two-circle with me, but below 15,000 he can't. The Mig-15 starts to have an advantage, like that kind of thing. So it's actually a really good, you know, example of the guy who can make the other guy fight his fight can win. A couple rounds there, but unfortunately they missed. Just took those shots to see maybe I could get lucky. Here he comes on his way down. I'm going to pull up to avoid his nose. There he goes. Now he's got more maneuverability than me in terms of like, he's got better roll rate is actually a better way of saying that. And what that means is that he's going to favor a flat scissor fight. I want to stay in a rolling scissor if we end up in a one circle, but I really want to just chase his tail in a two circle like I am now. In terms of weapons, I'm firing a 37mm cannon intended for bombers, but if you can hit an F-86 with it, it'll kill him in like one hit. And also I'm firing a 23mm cannon as well. The 37mm, very slow rate of fire, absolutely brutal how slow it is. Hold on. I fired both there. Unfortunately, I put him over his head. Very unfortunate. We got much better rate of fire out of the 23mm, but you'll definitely need more hits. Just one shot there. I thought maybe I could get him. That was one single 37mm round there. And so look at this. He's trying to get super slow. He's got air brakes out. He wants me to overshoot. He's trying to force a one circle. As long as I can stay back here, he's in big trouble here. You see that? You can see the red coming out of the back of his aircraft. Those are his air brakes. And so he's trying to get me to overshoot, or at least to lure me into a one circle fight. Possibly a flat scissor where he can win. But I'm just trying to stay behind him here. Look at this. He's constantly turning into me, trying to build aspect. Trying to get me to end up close to him. This is like classic shotgun stuff. He's very good at this. I'm not going to play this game with him. I'm just going to go around in the two circle because he's slow. So we're just going to come around and get back into the two circle. Yeah, you gotta play it safe like this. Patience is the key in these Korea fights. It's very much a chess game. And here we go, I'm coming in I thought maybe we could go high aspect here, but I'm not going to do that. Let's just work our way. Like I said, let's be patient. We'll work our way to a low aspect position behind him. Let me pull him into the HUD here. Let's take some shots at him. Here we go. Lead. And... oh, late on the jink. Shotgun usually very good with jinking, but he was a little late there. But he's back in it now. Look at him throwing that thing around. How are those rounds not hitting him, man? Come on. They're slipping right underneath him. Come on, dude. He's so slippery. Oh, the rate of fire on these is so bad. I'm going to 23mm. There we go. Dead. There's no way he's good. I pumped his engine with so many rounds there. He's definitely done. Yeah, he's going in. Yeah, there we go. Splash one. Man, the rate of fire on those 37mm, like, is honestly so slow. I think it's 500 rounds a minute. It's so slow. It's absolutely brutal. Once again, the 37mm is intended for bombers. You're not supposed to be out here shooting F-86s with it. But it works, you know. It's like high risk, high reward. But the rate of fire is so slow that often something as small and maneuverable and agile and fast as an F-86 is often flying through the rounds. So you really got to get, you know, your aim perfect if you want to kill something with the F-80 with the 37mm. But on the other side of that coin is that if you can hit him just once, he's done. You know, he will not survive that. It's like literally like airborne artillery. It's such a massive round. 37mm is just crazy. Into the vertical here, and let's see what we can do from here. He's gonna go into the vertical now. We'll follow this. Up high, this little bar here in the middle of the canopy is really cool. I love it because it's right on the lift vector of where you would be putting bandits, so you have to constantly like look out the right and the left just to see the guy. Okay, here we go. Nice and patient. Again, these Korea era fights. Let's take some lucky shots here. A little too low, or too high. He was lower. And he's going to turn back into me. Look at this. He's constantly trying to get me to get into this one circle fight with him, and I'm not having any of it. Even when he tries that, I'm just going to go into the vertical, use my speed, and we can pull him back into that two-circle fight. Because this vertical fight is still a two-circle. It's still my nose chasing his tail This is still a two-circle fight. And I believe, if I recall correctly, my two-circle performance is ever so slightly better than his, below 15,000 feet. And on the deck, it's pretty good compared to him. And his one circle is just all around better. He's just all around a better, more maneuverable fighter. And again, so for that reason, he wants to force a flat scissor, because in a flat scissor, you're constantly rolling the aircraft left and right, right? And for that reason, having a better roll rate is better. I do not have good roll rate, which means I want to stay in a rolling scissor, which requires me to just kick my rudder in one direction and roll with him. That's the kind of one circle fight I want to get into. So if he is going to force a one circle on me, I'm going to favor the rolling scissor. If he gets me in a flat scissor, I'm going to be in very big trouble. Okay. He is doing a pretty decent job, but luckily I have the speed to continually chase his tail here. Look at this. Oh, he's doing a nice job. Oh, this could get dangerous here. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I think he tried to point his nose at me there. Very close. I'm struggling slightly. I was struggling slightly to stay in that two-circle fight because I was getting too slow. But here we go. We're down low. I was able to dump my nose a little bit and trade some of my kinetic energy, or my gravitational potential energy, into kinetic energy. And I've got him right back in that two-circle fight I won on the deck. And he's all out of altitude, which means he's in big trouble here. He's going to have a very difficult time forcing one circle from here. He did have some decent energy though. He used it to go into the vertical, and he might try to force head on here. Avoid that. Very close though. If you haven't noticed, there's no shooting head-ons in this scenario here. You can shoot whenever you like. He's going to come for another head-on. Whoa, very close, I think, that time. Unlucky for him. Honestly, on the deck like this, that might be his best chance. But I'm going to use my speed into the vertical and come down on top of him like this. Yep, we got him back in his vertical fight. I want to stop him from doing those head-ons. It's only a matter of time before one of his 50 cals hits me. Now it looks like he kind of got low on energy here. And I now have the energy advantage, I think, just slightly. Diving down on top of him here. You can see he's in trouble. We can pull the lead here. Oh, nice. Hit him with the 37mm, blew off his tail, and he's had enough. He's ejected. It kind of looked like he didn't really put up a fight once that 37mm hit him. He jumped out almost instantly. But quite honestly, a 37mm, like the shrapnel that is ripping through his aircraft when he gets hit, like that aircraft is done almost immediately. So I don't blame him at all. I'm sure that 37mm hitting the back end of his aircraft like that, it just blew out his engine. That's the option. It's either blow out your engine or I hit you further up and I blow you out. So he got lucky there, I think.